Hello everyone, Tedious here, back with another Fortnite Season 8 storyline video on the channel. Today's video, it's a big one. We got all the truth of the last reality, the team who's against the IO obviously, the team who's against the entire island and wants to corrupt us all the characters' involvement with the last reality, the truth about the cubes with the last reality, the different colors of the cubes in the last reality, what they mean, what the energy means, what everything means. And I want to give a shout out to Szymi20X for helping me sort of sort out this video. We had a massive conversation on my Discord server, link in the description, on the theories chat, just talking for like an hour, I reckon, about everything with the last reality, the cubes world, how it's like kind of like similar to the 0 point in a sort of phenomenal way. It's insane how all of it pieces together. But when you sit there for a while and you theorize and you put all of it together, it starts to all form into one big piece of lore, which is what lacklustre does really well. He gives us a bunch of hints, we form it together, and that's our little storyline lore solving sort of community. So yeah, that's really cool. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications. We are very close to 200 subscribers. And why don't you just interact in the comments, you know, maybe then YouTube will stop removing likes from my videos, guys. What's up with that? Huh? Why are you doing that? But yeah, I've seen many people, the Fortnite YouTube community is growing, the Fortnite community is growing, it's getting a lot better, people are coming in from all areas of social media, everywhere, hopefully Twitter people don't come to the game, but anyways, besides that has nothing to do with the video, and let's go into what has to do with the video, which is the truth of the last reality. And the first truth of the last reality is the true reason as to why the cube turned blue. We are clones of the loop, so we're controlled and made up of the 0 point energy, just like all the other imagined orders tech. We hacked an IO like sort of backpack into the mothership. I mean, it used to be an alien backpack, but Sloan somehow hacked it to make it that there was an infinite timer and we're all good and we could just stay in the mothership forever. And I mean, it didn't exactly go well, but yeah, we used the 0 point energy to hack the back bling sort of thing on our backs in the event, and we fed the 0 point energy within it and within us, obviously, basically because we are part of the IO and we have like IO tech, and we're given the energy of the 0 point to control it, because when you're an agent you have to know how to control the 0 point. We gave that knowledge and that power to the cube, and since the 0 points, you know, were related to the IO obviously, and we still worked for the IO at that time, now we don't, now we've gone rogue because Sloan completely betrayed us. But yeah, we fed that energy into the cube, and since the 0 point likes us because we're part of the IO, or were part of the IO, the cube then liked us, and now the cube's friendly? Now, are we calling it Blevin? Oh, is it just called Blue Kevin, or are we calling it Bevin? Personally, I want to settle on calling it Devin. It's a proper name. It doesn't start with a B, but it's like Good Kevin, or you could call it Gavin. Gavin's a good name, like Good Kevin, but then what would Golden Kevin be? Like Queen Kevin, like Quevin. I don't know. Travis Scott, you know what? That's what we're calling it. Travis Scott, the freaking cube. It's lit! Nah, Ice Cube, bro. It's Ice Cube. I don't know. But that's the truth on why the cube turned blue, so that probably solves a lot of your questions about the season and live event of Skyfire. Alright, let's hop into the next section that me and Szymi discussed on the Discord. Okay, why are there so many damn cubes? This is what everyone has been asking. Why is there golden cubes? Why is there blue cubes? We know why there's golden cubes, we know why there's blue cubes. I haven't actually explained why there's golden cubes, I'll get to that in a second, but we don't know why there are so damn many of them. Well, I do, I've figured it out actually, and it makes a whole lot of sense, but let's first go over why there's a golden cube. The golden cube is the first ever cube, so it's like the queen cube. The reason that it has that ominous sort of color is because it's gained the most energy. It's sort of at the top, and gold is like a royal sort of king sort of hint of color, so they praise that very one with that color because they can always change it. It's just a device, so yeah, they can change it, and it has the most energy, and it was the first ever one, so they keep that and pinpoint it as that was the first ever one. Now, people might say, no, the blue cube's different, it could be the first one. No, we made it a blue cube. Remember, at first it was purple. But now let's go into why there are so many cubes. As we know from the Rift to Alive event, the aliens studied the island's looping system, which included how all of the cloned snapshots were made within the island. Also, there was a board of all the Jonesy's faces in the mothership during the live event, which explains that they were studying how, clones were made, and they sort of wanted to do it themselves, which is what they used to clone the cube and gave their mothership as much energy as possible. I'm 100% sure that they already had clones of the cube before, but they didn't know how to make like infinite ones that would just keep going on to get an infinite version of their memory, because they sent a purple cube down to the island. The first cube was the golden cube, so clearly that was an already cloned cube. They already knew how to clone them, but they needed to have infinite snapshots of the cubes from our technology that we use with the IO, and they obviously had the storm's energy that did the looping and sort of made up the fabric of the island and what is one of the main parts of the loop with the cube's energy. So basically the aliens, they studied how to make snapshots and they made them of the cube. I hope that makes sense. Alright, let's get to the next part. The cube is like the 0 point for the last reality. It holds the energy that the government uses, like the IO uses, but the last reality uses it and the aliens use it. Basically, it's the energy within the citizens of the reality. It's the everything and the fabric of that entire world, and it's bringing destruction to our world. It's basically like the core of that world is the cube, the core of our world is a 0 point. Everything in that world runs around the cube, everything in our world revolves around the 0 point. You get me? Cool. Now let's move on to a little secret that Szymi and I discussed that I'm really shocked that no one has talked about yet, because it's right in front of our faces. The island is beginning to turn to a primal state again, and no one even realizes it. Like seriously, no one is talking about this and I have no idea why. Ever notice the orange grass and raptors on the island this season? Yeah, it's no coincidence. The cube is against the 0 point and the imagined order because they are the enemies of the storyline so far. Since the IO overrule the Fortnite reality and its loop, whenever the cube makes contact with our island and our fabric of reality, it tries to make it as hard for the IO to monitor the island as possible. So yeah, it's confirmed the cubes and stuff, they have feelings, so they're like people or souls trapped inside these devices. So the aliens maybe aren't that good, we're not sure, maybe they're trapping their citizens inside the devices, but yes, the cube tries to make it as hard as the IO can have it to monitor, because they don't want the loop to still run. They want everyone to break free from the loop, they want to cause havoc, they want to be the final last reality. Now when the cube hit the chapter 1 map, it corrupted the island, making dark snapshots of other loopers, disrupting the entire simulated system of the Fortnite island, and when it hit chapter 2's simulated island, it turned it back in time to the primal era where evolved tech didn't exist and it was harder to control a simulation. A whole lot harder. That's why the island is turning orange and getting raptors again. You might be thinking, Tedious, why did the Spire make things primal then, huh? You're an idiot, it's not the same, Tedious, so what are you telling Tedious? Well, Tedious knows his crap, okay? The Spire was also containing the dark energy. It was a corruption device. That's why Raz wanted its energy. That's why it said it will corrupt anyone near it. And that's the truth of the last reality. They're here to corrupt the island. The cube is a device, an attack device, and yeah, we're pretty screwed. And the Queen is probably the secret skin, we're not sure. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe. Shout out to Szymi for helping with this video, and without further ado, I'm out.